G'day, let's have a look at this Makita heat gun. So this one here specifically is the HG6530V. So the temperature range of this one is adjustable between 50 and 650 degrees Celsius. The cord on this is actually really nice. It's about 1.5 meters long, which is good because sometimes you can reach out a bit further and that comes in really handy. And it's a really nice cord. It's got this really flexible and textured cable that just feels really nice. Obviously I've got an Australian plug, but whichever country you buy it in, it'll come in your country's plug. Alright, so now the actual gun itself, there's quite a few features to this, so I'll try not to make it too long, but this is actually a really, really nice gun. So firstly, you've got that Makita, obviously the Makita logo, but the signature Makita color, and this is just a hard plastic in this slight blue teal color. And then the black down here is a rubber overmold. So that just makes it a little bit grippier. So it kind of sits in the hand. Very nice. Not sure that that grip makes that substantial difference, but it is just nice to have it there. Then the front, so this black bit and this black bit here, that's just a normal hard plastic. So on the front, you can actually remove this black ring, and that's there just if you have any accessories that come on top and clip on the front of the gun. And then also at the front, you've got the actual, obviously, head where the hot air comes out. You can also clip accessories onto this, and then that can just come back on. That also acts as a bit of a shield to protect it, so you kind of have that air gap in between. You can see inside there, because this metal bit will obviously get really hot, and this here is just to protect that there as well. So that's there. The back one here, so I'll actually talk about this now. So the air intake is on either side. So on this side here and on this side here, there is no air intake from the back like a lot of other guns. Now the really good part about that is you can simply stand it like that. It sucks the air in from the sides and then obviously blows it out the top. So that comes in really handy if you've got, say, cable and you need to shrink that heat shrink on top. You can kind of just place the gun down and then, you know, use your both hands to go around it. So that's really good. I'll show you a demo later in the video. So that's good there. And then on the back itself, we've got this little control mechanism. So we've just got a plus and a minus for the temperature. So that's just how you control the temperature, and the temperature will show up on the screen. And then on the side here, you just have an on and off button effectively. So that's off. And then you've got 1, 2, and 3. So you've got 3 different modes, which you can preset for different temperatures. So they're also at different speeds. So I'll show that in a second. But what I just wanted to mention as well is we've got these mounting holes up the top, and then also a little hook here. So you can end up hooking that however you want, if you want it mounted onto something. All right, so I'll plug this in and let's have a look at it. So I'll flip this up and we can see the fan comes straight on. And this is just to 50 degrees. So on number 1, I'll turn that off just so I'm not talking over the fan. So on number 1, you actually can't change the temperature. It's just fixed to 50 degrees. So that's just there as a cool off mode. So if you are working at, say, 600 degrees and then you're done and you want to cool it off a little bit, you just put it onto number 1. That fan will then just blow air through and minimum heating to actually just cool that gun. And then option 2 is low fan speed, and you can set that to whatever temperature you want. And then option 3 is high fan speed, and again you've got the full control of the temperature in it. So effectively you've got those 2 modes. You've got mode 2 and 3, which is just low and high fan speed, and you can change the temperature. So I'll just show that for a second. So we'll go to number 2. You can see it's set to 350 degrees, so we'll go back to 50 and then show that live temperature. So that warms up very, very quickly, and obviously that's nice and hot out there now. But that's on low fan mode, and then if you want to put it onto high fan mode, we just do that. It ramps up and jumps up to that higher temperature there. So it does take a little bit for it to warm up. Obviously that 600 degrees is what I've got it set to, or 650. That's quite hot, so it will take a minute or 2 to even warm up to that while it's pumping through all of that heat. So I do actually have a thermal camera here, so we'll turn it on and then we can just see how that warms up. All right, so here's a thermal camera of it. This has just been on for maybe 30 seconds. You can see that tip is 55 degrees, so obviously the hottest spot. So I'll turn that on and we can just see how that warms up. So not too bad, but it does take quite a while. Alright, so let's just do a quick demo. Just grab a bit of heat shrink tubing and turn it on and then just shrink that. Alright, so there you go, that's done a really nice job with this. Even this thick stuff, you just put it onto the fast mode or the higher fan speed mode, turn it up to 600, and it does a really nice job, obviously shrinking that. Alright, so what I did mention before, because of that air intake, the way it's designed is you can actually just sit it like that. So I'll turn it on, sit it like that, and then just put this heat shrink on that cable, and you can see how easy that is to do. Alright, so that's done a really nice job at actually just standing it on the table and pointing it upwards. I absolutely love that feature. That's why I got this one specifically. So you can do that, just chuck it like that, and then you've got both hands free, and that just sits that way. And it is quite stable as well. Obviously, if you do kick it over, it will fall, but it is stable enough like that. Now, the final thing that I will actually do is I'm just going to let this run for a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes, on maximum power, just so this really heats up, because what I want to show is this will all warm up as well, but it is still completely safe to handle and to touch. It doesn't warm up the whole thing. A lot of cheaper heat guns, you will get all of this really warm and the whole mechanism will get really hot, where you don't want it to get hot, and then you touch it and you really can burn yourself super easy. So I'll just let it run for a few minutes and then I'll cut back to this and we can have a look at it through the thermal camera. Alright, so that's been running for a good 5 minutes. Now I just want to show you this. Actually, I'll show it on the thermal camera. So you see the front is obviously above 160, so the 160 degrees Celsius is what this camera can read. So it's well above that metal tip. But the moment you get here to this black frame, obviously I'm touching it, right? So I'll bring this in. Here, we pretty much are sitting at about 50, 60 degrees. So this is still safe to touch. I can touch it and actually hold that, no problem. It does get a bit warm, obviously, but you can see that I can quite comfortably hold that and it doesn't burn me. So that's a really nice feature, that this little air gap in between there to insulate you so it doesn't burn. And then obviously the rest of the gun is just completely cold. So like 30 degrees, obviously the air intake is going to be the coldest. So 27 degrees. Ambient temperature here right now is about 22-ish, 23 degrees. So that's really nice and cold, and obviously nothing here at all, just the warmth of my hand holding it. But that's good. I absolutely love this gun. I mostly got it for heat shrink tubing, so just shrinking bundles of cables together with heat shrink. But I absolutely, again, love that feature of being able to stand it up, sucks the air in from the side. It's also worth mentioning, you can run it on the side. You can just suck air in from one side. It will probably work a little bit harder, but you're not going to break it if you just keep it like that on the side, pointing one way, and just keep one side sucking in the air. It's going to be completely fine. So really love this thing. I'll put links down below if you do want to check this out. Again, highly recommend it. So hope you got something good out of this review. Links below, hit the like button, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. I very much appreciate it. Supports the channel. So as always, have a good one.